Manchester City faced Liverpool for a round of 16 in Carabao Cup in Etihad Stadium. We saw very fluid formations that decided the game and created dangerous situations in each target. We are going to explain what happened in that match. Manchester City started with a 3-4-3 with Gundogan and De Bruyne in the midfield. Meanwhile, Liverpool started with a clear 4-3-3 with Bajcetic, Thiago and Elliott in the midfield and of course Darwin Núñez leading the attack. So we saw two balanced formations that fought for each ball, but we see that City is a bit higher and we can see switching position and tactical approachment different from Liverpool. In the build-up, we see Manchester City creating from the keeper. Ortega, Akanji and Laporte are doing some good passes and waiting for the Liverpool attackers to do the pressure. Meanwhile, Salah, Núñez and Carabao, but also the midfielders Bajcetic, Thiago and Elliott were concentrated in the center and they are doing high pressure. So, City doesn't move the ball if one of the attackers, Núñez or Carabao, isn't involved in the pressure. And as soon as they are involved, they move quickly the ball into the sides with De Bruyne and of course Lewis that keep the ball and manage to create dangerous situations and dangerous attacks. But in this build-up, we are going to see that Liverpool is managing to do the pressure with some forces. And as soon as the ball arrives in the sides, we see Milner, and of course, in the other side, we can see also Robertson that is doing the pressure. But this costs it to Liverpool. Why? Because we're gonna see that they move so fast without the ball, but they are consumed, and we can see that City manages to do dangerous attackings. City were successful to keep the ball in the majority of the match, but the key factors to that were the positioning of two midfielders, Ilkay Gundogan and of course Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne was often unmarked by Liverpool. Why? Because we see that Liverpool does the pressure in the center. And this gives effectivity and quick thinking and speed in thinking to De Bruyne, Mahrez, Palmer and Gundogan to manage the game and create very dangerous attacks for Manchester City. So they play quickly, they manage to solve the situations, and with the help of Lewis and Rodri, we're gonna see that they create a lot in difficult zones with quick passes and intensity also. So Liverpool were tired pressing and City managed to score goals because they had a quick advantage. We're gonna see that Gundogan, as soon as takes the ball, he sees for attackers, he searches for Haaland and he does good passes and he has quick combinations with Rodri, and he sees Palmer, which is a young player, but also Lewis that is in the midfield, and we are going to give a quick look what he did with De Bruyne. De Bruyne was the man of the match by many experts, pundits, but of course many big companies that quoted him with higher marks. De Bruyne was positioned in the right side, but as soon as he gets the ball, he becomes very dangerous. One, because he is unmarked, and second reason is because he switches positions from left to the right. And when he goes to left, we're gonna see that he is more dangerous than he is in the right. Liverpool, on the other hand, created in a simple way. They make the pitch as big as possible with fullbacks and central defenders to keep the ball, and Thiago and Bajcetic used to drop deep, especially Thiago, to take the ball and initiate possible attacks. I think the position of Harvey Elliott could be better, but he is often supporting the attack and he is often advanced, and Liverpool made quite dangerous attacks with him and Nunez involved in the attacking maneuver. So Liverpool started to create from their own half, and when they managed to do a successful positive transition, they include right back and left back as wingers to create dangerous attacks, and this was pretty much the goal of equalizer from Liverpool. Minute 10, gradual attacking, and we see some dangerous situation and attacks in the target of Kelleher. So we see in that right side De Bruyne and Gundogan in the same side. How often we have seen this movement in Manchester City, but also other squads managed by Guardiola. But Klopp doesn't do anything to prevent that, and in spite of traffic right here, we're gonna see that Gundogan combines with Palmer with De Bruyne, and if we analyze the movement of Gundogan, we are going to see that this is already half of the goal. Gundogan moves and takes with him Joel Matip to create the necessary space in that first post for Erling Haaland to score an amazing goal. Minute 20 and Liverpool is all in the attack. Matip with the ball, Haaland chasing him, and we're gonna see Milner and Robertson as wingers. Matip gives the ball to Milner, and that movement in the center, in my opinion, is brilliant by Carabao to find himself completely free inside the zone and scoring an easy goal. Minute 38, and we're gonna see that Liverpool made the first substitution. Milner is out for Phillips in, and Phillips exchanging positions with Joe Gomez. I think due to high intensity on the left side of City and right side of Liverpool, we saw this injury. In the beginning of the second half, we are going to see that Liverpool made two more substitutions. Bajcetic out for Fabinho in, and Carvalho out for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. These two substitutions changed the whole dynamics of the game. We see that Liverpool is faster, but we don't see a clear solution to block City's possession. And this was an indication for the second goal. Second goal, which will arrive sooner. And this time, I'm not going to blame any of the midfielders, but I would say was rather a lack of concentration by the left side Robertson that let the ball to go past him, with Mahrez scoring an amazing goal with the left foot. That touch from Mahrez getting the ball from Rodri was amazing, but also rare to see in the world of football. In the goal of 2-2, we see several mistakes by City's defense. First of all, Akanji is very advanced and leaves totally unmarked Darwin Núñez. But Aymeric Laporte is there, and initially he does a quick positioning beyond Núñez influence, and we're gonna see that his positioning is right. But when we see the action, pass from Robertson to Chamberlain, that position there in the midfield allows Núñez not to be offside and to give a quick pace with the field in front of him, and the other striker, Salah, who is very fast, to give a 2v2 situation with Salah that says thank you very much and gives an easy goal and defeats Ortega in the target. Minute 47 and Liverpool makes another replacement. Elliott is out and Henderson is in to cure exactly that right side of the midfield. But we are going to see that this doesn't change an overall approachment of City's midfield to attack in their left side. This time Palmer is in, keeping Gomez occupied, and De Bruyne is totally free to keep the ball and create another dangerous attack. City moves the ball quickly and they win a corner, which allowed De Bruyne to combine with Palmer and to give the third goal for Manchester City. So Thiago is out and Keita is in later on, but also we're gonna see substitutions from City with Akanji out immediately after the goal, Stones in, but also Foden and Grealish for Palmer and Haaland, and in the late minutes we're gonna see that also Bernardo Silva is in and Ilkay Gündogan is out. The game didn't change, with City keeping the ball and with City being more organized and with City have that intensity and being hungry to score more. We are going to experience an amazing season with these two teams, but other teams as well. Stay tuned for more. Please subscribe to Football Scout.